Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Aaron Stauber. Today I'm going to talk about concussions, the impact they have on your health, the seriousness that's involved. There's more and more talk today about concussions or minor traumatic brain injuries, as they're also known as. And essentially, it's a blow to the head that is creating swelling. You can have symptoms like fogginess, headaches, migraine headaches, digestive disorders, nausea, vomiting, lack of clarity. Sort of feeling very ungrounded, just like you're floating through your day or through your body. You may feel like your head is not attached to the rest of your body. You may have ringing in your ears, also known as tinnitus. You may develop Meniere's disease, which is, awful vertigo coupled with nausea and vomiting that leaves you essentially debilitated for days on end. Many individuals who've had concussions have tried different protocols, whether it's medicine, vestibular coordination exercises. Those things are all important. But I'm going to talk about the Stauber procedure, what it is, and how it helps to alleviate the symptoms associated with concussions and really getting to the true cause of the concussion. And that's decompressing the structures of the head or the cranium and the upper part of the neck. I'm going to talk about this little bone here. It's called your atlas bone. It's the top bone in your neck. That atlas bone sits on the base of the skull, right under the base of the skull. And ideally, the hole in the base of your skull is designed to line up perfectly with the hole in that atlas bone. Now, what happens when you have a traumatic blow to the head that's great enough to cause a concussion, and sometimes it doesn't even have to cause a concussion, but what happens is, because this little bone is so unique, it has a tendency when it's hit to get wedged into a very bad position. And when it gets wedged into the bad position, it compresses all the little sensors that control things like balance, coordination, pain perception. Your digestion is affected up at this level, your concentration, your ability to sort of feel grounded, like your head is on straight, like your whole body is connected. Your concentration is affected when the sensors up here are not working properly. So again, during a concussion, the sensors get disturbed, bam, that alters the position and creates a ton of compression at the base of the skull. And unless by chance that is wedged back to its proper position, whenever you had that initial injury, it's probably still there. That area needs to be reorganized. It needs to be restructured. It needs to be set properly. And I'm not talking about taking your neck and cracking it and twisting it and pulling on it. The Stauber procedure works very gently, non-surgically, to unlock that and restructure and decompress the pressure, decompress all that area and the damaged tissue that's happened up there. Another part of the procedure is making sure the area in the skull, the back of the head, which is often hit because we land backwards or we hit from the side, compression starts to mount in the skull. And particularly in the inner workings of the cranium, it can affect the sinuses. Okay? So the long and short of it is that the longer that compression stays at the base of the skull, and within the cranium itself, the more chronic your symptoms are going to become. It's imperative to get your head on straight, to unlock that area and allow your body to gain access to its healing abilities. And until that happens, that's why people often feel like they make a little bit of improvement and then they stop. They make a little improvement and they never sort of get over the hump. You may feel like you're exercising or you can't even exercise. You can't do anything more than walk or exert a little bit of extra, a little bit of a jog or something, and that all of a sudden triggers these symptoms. So that little area is so important. And when it's not sitting properly, it's just going to keep triggering those sensors. That's why medication oftentimes will just, it feels okay for a while, and then the body is so smart that it will take it to the next level and say, hey, we still have this problem here. So if you have any questions about the Stauber procedure or how this can help, please, the best way to get a hold of me is to call me, 705-984-9077. Take a look at the website or the other Facebook pages. There's some really great stories of individuals who've gone through chronic pain and situations like that that have made incredible recoveries through this help. So again, when you had that initial injury, you maybe didn't even think you had a concussion, and then all of a sudden you have all these weird symptoms that sometimes pop up a year later, 2 years later, but that area needs to be fixed in order for you to really heal. So don't hesitate to call. And the other thing is, when you have that, it cascades into other health problems, right? So now it's neck pain or shoulder pain, or it's breathing issues, or it's digestive issues, or your mood is affected greatly and you're feeling depressed or anxious. So reach out, give me a shout. I'd be happy to chat with you and see what we can do to get you on the road to recovery. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.